Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got some updates happening in the shop, so super excited to talk about that, as well as the Unitronic Uniflex going on 2 of the cars that are here. So we have 2 clients here. They're both coming in for the install for the Unitronic Uniflex, as well as some maintenance on their cars now. Hey John, how you doing?
Yo, how are you?
Good, good, good. Hey, I just took a look at your RS3 back there. I wanted some info on it. What model do you have so far?
So far I did a full bolt-on Unitronic build. So I got intercooler, turbo inlet, intake, mid pipe, down pipe, MPI injectors. I did a KW V3 coilovers, UGK spark plugs, or NGK, excuse me. What else? BC Forge rims. Yeah, that's what comes to mind.
Okay, dope. So question for you, what made you decide to go with Unitronic Uniflex?
Uniflex. So I'm on E85 and you don't have E85 everywhere, so it's too inconvenient. And to be able to just put in 93 anytime you want, you can't beat that. And it auto tunes for you, so it adjusts to whatever ethanol content it is. It's the perfect build.
So before the Unitronic Uniflex, what times were you running at the track?
So I was running 12.2. Bolt-ons on stock tune, I ran 11.9. Full bolt-ons on 93 tune, I ran 11.4. And then on the 85, I last clocked in at 11.055. I believe I can break into the 10s simply because my tire pressure was at 36 and it's currently at 29. So, and we got some boost weather, so it's a good time to hit those 10s.
I'm excited to see what you come back with. Hopefully we get to hear what your times are.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, man.
Yeah, thank you.
How's the install coming so far, Fernando?
It's going pretty good. We're finishing up the software side of things. Just want to make sure that he's on the right file with the Uniflex, and once we do that, we take it for a ride, make sure everything's working, and then hand over the keys.
So we've done a install for the Unitronic Uniflex already on an 8B, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we've already done this.
So are people seeing the same performance gains across the board, or is it basically geared towards what modifications you already have on the car?
Yeah, so if you already have, say, a stage 1 plus, or if you have a stage 2 and you're running ethanol, you can take advantage of the Uniflex. So basically you would switch over to the new software, and you would have obviously the Uniflex kit installed with the ethanol sensor if you don't already have one, and then you'll be able to take advantage of flex fuel options. It does have other features, and you can look at all the different features if you go on the website, but it does have rolling anti-lag, it does have a help for the wastegate rattle, and a few other cool features you want to check out.
Now, does the Unitronic Uniflex come with the flex fuel sensor, or is that something that can be purchased with the Unitronic?
Yeah, so there's two ways to buy it. Obviously, a lot of people already have either a P3 gauge or a Unitronic gauge where they read ethanol content, especially if they've already ran ethanol. So they have it in 2 different part numbers. One part number with the sensor and one part number without it. I think it's about $100 difference.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on the 8B RS3 on Unitronic Uniflex? I know DOS is pretty much the same across the board, but is there any differences that you would see horsepower-wise from the 8B to the 8Y?
Not really. Same engine, same transmission, same file pretty much, you know. It's specific for the car, but the results will be the same.
So Unitronic Uniflex is all installed under the hood, as well as software has been installed. Now we are doing a test run.
Yes, that's right. It's really cool that, you know, these days you have this capability, right? So where you can pretty much do your modifications, and there's already a tune that you can use, and you can just download the tune, or bring it to your dealer and they can download it, and you could be up and running in a matter of, you know, nothing, right? An hour, and you're back on the road with the hardware installed and the software, and up enjoying the car. So it's pretty cool.
Now, when you're doing your testing, are you looking for anything in the tune wise, or are you just looking to make sure that everything is working as it should?
Yeah, so just like any software, there's always a chance of something not vibing or not properly syncing. And so after we do the software download, we just test drive the car, make sure everything's performing as it should. There's no check engine lights, or the car drives how it should with stage 2 or whatever the map that you're running on.
Now, when it comes to making sure that your mixtures are on point, is this something that you're going to have to sit there and measure with a the old school measuring cups and to make sure the ethanol is right?
Yeah, so prior to any type of flex fuel tuning, you know, you would have to figure out, okay, my tank has this many gallons and my car is tuned for this amount of content, so I have to make sure that I put in the right mix of ethanol and pump gas so that everything jives, right? So for those of you that, you know, aren't quite familiar with ethanol and the mixtures and whatever, basically a lot of tunes out there are made for a specific amount of ethanol, right? And that it really just depends on your fuel system. So some cars have enough fuel system that you're able to run E85, and some cars the fuel system wasn't intended for that, so maybe you can only run E50, you know, 50% ethanol, and that's as much as you can get away with without having to upgrade your fuel system. So in between that and what we have today is that now, you know, Uniflex makes it possible for you not to have to worry about how much content you have. You know, you have a tune that is good from completely 93 octane to fully 85. So you could go to the pump it in, not worry about, oh, I have this much content, or I have to mix it for this or that. It'll perform for the amount of content that you have. So that's the beauty of it. I mean, it's really an awesome upgrade. So if you don't know what it is, it definitely be worth it for you to invest in it if you're thinking about getting the most out of your Unitronic software.
And guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. So if you guys wanna find out more about the Unitronic Uniflex, you can check them out on the website, or check out the rest of the Unitronic products on the website at ostarmotorsports.com. Thank you for following and subscribing. We'll see you guys next time.